enough players by the end of that. Guys are dropping like flies for us. So, yeah. That's my comment. That's it.
Who's banged up?
Well, Pat, and then Amir at the end, calf injury. Pat wasn't bad, but we just wasn't going to put him back in. So, and then when you already have, the guys that you have out, just looking down at the end of the bench, and we put Mo in at the 3. It was a quirky lineup to say the least, but it worked out.
Amir's calf.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I know JP didn't think it was good, so who knows.
What was the nature of Pat's?
I think calf as well, but nothing bad. Like he could have gone in the game for sure.
Doc, defensively, obviously you have some of your bigger stars out and still missing, but how do you feel about your communication on the court?
It's getting there. I love playing I told you guys before the game, I love playing Australia. Like I tell Lawrence to schedule them every year because of the way they play. They make you communicate. They run their sets so hard, and you don't see it often. Golden State does it a little bit like that, but not even at that pace, So I think the communication is pretty good overall. I liked in the second half, we didn't make an adjustment at all, It was a great lesson for our guys because they were getting everything they wanted, I thought, in the first half. And, they thought we were going to come in and make some kind of adjustment. And I said, no, it'd be nice if we actually played our defense, and then let's see if we need an adjustment. And so we did that in the second half, and it was really good. Cowboys are down. If you want some sports, Seattle beat Cleveland. Cleveland lost again. Who won the Kansas City game?
Houston.
Here they come.
You guys went with Lou to start the third?
Yeah.
Or Landry, what went into that?
He's the other one. Landry hurt his wrist. So he hurt it in practice yesterday. Probably should have told the trainer. That would have been helpful. And so we didn't let him play in the second half.
So he didn't tell anyone he got injured?
Well, they knew it, but not to the level that it looked. So nothing bad is left, which is great. If you're going to have one, if you're a right-handed player, it's better to hurt your left hand.
How does this affect some of the scrimmaging you guys do at practice, if you're focusing on that?
Well, we were going to practice tomorrow. We're not. So it tells you what it does, And we have an open practice on Tuesday, and that's why we're going to practice tomorrow because those practices aren't real. But we're banged up right now, so I figured day off and see, don't go until Tuesday night, I think, see if we can have more bodies.
What do you think of Derek?
He was great. Like in the second half, he was fantastic. He picked the ball up full court. I love, I love having a guy on your team that can change the tempo of the game defensively. I thought just him going up and guarding the ball and putting full court pressure, it literally changes the game for you. Got an offensive foul, it's nice having a guy like that on your roster.
Will you play Kawhi again before the start of the regular season?
Well, we only have one, so
And
that's Thursday. I think that's Thursday, right? Yeah. Right now, unless there's a change of plans, we're playing everybody other than Paul George. Probably not. Who am I missing on our team? Probably not Rodney either. I can't imagine Rodney playing by Thursday.
Obviously, you guys were thin, but Jerome got 10 minutes today.
Yeah.
What were you looking for from him? What are you looking
Jerome.
for? Jerome.
I thought he played well. He was in foul trouble again. That's the second game of the 4 he's been in foul trouble. He plays with his hands a lot and doesn't get into the ball yet. But I still think he's a better offensive player than he has shown. He's definitely a better shooter than he has shown, and so you just know that at some point that'll break through for you.
Coach, you mentioned the Melbourne team looked like they were getting whatever they wanted in the first half. One of their guys, Chris Golding, had 15.
Yeah.
Didn't have a field goal in the second half. Well, what changed there?
Intensity. It's funny. I had talked about in the second at halftime. Just being us, playing defense the way we play, getting into bodies, being more physical. And then I, was about to walk out, and I turned around and said, by the way, who's their best player? And the whole team said 43. I said, okay, I was just checking because it didn't seem like you guys knew that. And that's all I said. So I think that was to them meaning, go do something about it, and I guess they did. So that was good. That was a good thing. But he's a good player. Crafty, tough. I like him.
Even with the addition to PG and Kawhi, do you think as a unit you guys are still slept on in the league?
I don't know or care, to be honest. I'm all for being slept on. But I don't know. I don't think there's any secrets in our league anymore,
Coach, that's the second time you've played the NBL teams the last couple of years, and they've
Yeah.
both been double-digit margins.
Yeah.
You feel the same way now as you did after that last
Yeah,
one
yeah. I
last
just
year?
like playing them. I just think, again, I love their actions. And you can't get that in a practice. You can't get that type of movement. And you definitely aren't going to get that type of movement in a preseason game playing the NBA teams, not at that pace. So I love putting them on the schedule. And we're fine with going to Australia, too.
We'd love that.
Yeah, we would, too. That's not a bad place. That may take us from going to some other places. I'm not going to say any countries. I'll stay away from that. But
In the first half, it seemed like the ball movement was kind of stagnant. You
Yeah,
guys
it
weren't
was.
getting great shots.
Yeah.
What kind of changed in that third quarter?
nothing really. Like, they scored every time or got fouled. And so, what increases ball movement is pace. What increases pace is defense because you get stops and you can push the ball up the floor. That's the only thing that changed.
With the year Jerome had last year dealing with injuries and G League, what did that do to did it slow him down in terms of his progressions of the year?
I don't know. I'm assuming yes. I can't imagine it not. If you're injured and you're a rookie and you don't play and you play in the G League a lot and then you get injured down there, I can't imagine you getting better. You know what I'm saying? I think probably mentally you get a little better because you watch the game, you see everybody play. But the best way to get better is by being on the floor, for sure. It's the number one ability.
Fee hit kind of a nice little bank shot out there. But
Well, we knew we were going to shoot it.
Okay.
That's a
good.
fact. He likes to shoot, so we knew that.
Do you think he maybe needs to? I mean, he's a very large guy. Do you think he needs to maybe get more comfortable within his body at the NBA level right now?
Yeah, he's going to get stronger. Feet's got a beautiful jump shot. Like, he can shoot the ball. He's he needs more power to be a post player on both ends. Like, I think he struggles defensively, holding his ground, all that. But he'll get all that. He wants to be great. Like, he works. So I can't imagine him with his character and his work ethic. I can't imagine him not being a really good NBA player at some point.
The guys on Exhibit 10 deals like Derek and Dante, that's not a very enviable position to be in the training camp, especially a team this deep. What do you see from those guys? What do you want from those guys who are just training
Just
camp?
be good teammates. It's tough to play, obviously, but keeping them as long as we can, obviously, and then allowing them to go to the G League and being good players down there in our system. And so if a guy gets hurt, they know what we can do and we can bring them up. We've had a lot of success doing that. They're very likable kids, both of them are. So that helps as well. Our guys like them. If they do go down to the G League, they know our system. We run the same system in the G League. If someone gets down, you can bring those guys back up. They already have, a relationship with all the players and our stuff. I think it's a good thing for us. So, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dr.
Happy birthday.